In honor of the World Championship here, we're going to be taking a snapshot of some of the goodies that were available from the event that you're going to get the chance to kind of go, wow, those are worth that? Because the collector's market's always a very interesting thing, and we're going to be taking a snapshot of how our favorite decks from the event are holding up. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button, and, well, let's see what's going on here. Of course, I wanted to check in on the Boral. It's been a little bit since we've seen this guy. These have actually, these feel like they've dipped down. I mean, there have been no sales on this guy since 7-8, and they've pushed down to $200 for the Boral Savage. That's actually very, very interesting. I didn't think we would see that. It would also appear that regular Boral ends have started pushing down here as well. You know what? I understand, like, when you look at, like, the Dragon Link department for things, obviously, like, the Raga boss monsters are always going to be the biggest thing. Yeah, Savage has had a big decline. You guys remember when Boral Sword was an expensive card? Yeah, those were the day. The Warlord Furious Dragon Tech choice is also really cool for our dear friends out of the branded department here, but it's just very interesting to see the value in certain things that still lurk around in the depths of the Boral department. Wow, the Field Center is only 30 cents. Wow. And then, of course, it's just not a day without the Rocket Revolt structure deck here. You know, these are still $30. Return of the Dragon Lords is the most expensive card in here. And somebody's like, Robbie, Return of the Dragon Lords shouldn't be worth money. Yeah, it shouldn't, but, I mean, every Blue Eyes player, and I know the casual side of the game is coming back here, they're relevant as much as you don't think that they are. I wanna look at Chaos Space Collector's Rares here, because this card is always very interesting. The first editions, this is the Curse of Tomb Chaos that I love. You can buy an Unlim for $71. And you're probably, oh, okay, you know, that's fine. But if you want the first edition stamp on that bad boy, the thing that makes it slightly more coveted, you're basically spending almost near double the price point to get it, and it's so not worth it at the end of the day. It amazes me that people look at this and they're like, wow, yeah. Ah, boy, Sword Soul Chiza. You know, what was it? A couple weeks ago we sold, maybe it was a month or two ago. Chiza was on buyout status like every other week for whatever reason. People were losing their minds over this, and you kind of refresh back to where we are right now. And all of a sudden, you know, ever since June came around here, these have dropped back down. I mean, to be fair, in Worlds format, this deck does get the chance to kind of show itself off a little bit more. It's also very interesting because it is kind of old reliable. And we got proven, you know, how good old reliable is. Anti-Spell Fragrance. MVP out here. Man, Magnificent Mavens. Only 17 listings for that. I don't like that. That's interesting. Moe's coming in at the $8-9. The Grandmaster Cheese House, $5. Moe's for Ultras, also $5. Okay, we're getting places here. Chang Yang here at $3. And Emergences coming along here as well. Well, the Sword Soul department is, it's come a rather long way here. I actually forgot about Anti-Spell Fragrance. Just out of, like, the depths of the format here, like, how crazy this card actually is for the format. I like that. What else? $38, $39? Is that what I'm actually seeing here? It would appear that, yeah, we are really, really cheap here. Actually, that's pretty amazing. Okay. All right. So, yeah, these have hit an all-time low. Somebody was just buying these up. Well, I mean, I don't blame them. $33, $32, $32. These are getting bought back. Oh, of course. Hey, the one thing that I look forward to out of Worlds, I'm like, hey, you know, maybe we can get some cheap anti-scam fragrances. No, people watched this card today, and they bought the $32. There was somebody that sold a near mint for $26. Wow. I don't know if you've also noticed in, like, some of the different sector stuff, but bling cards are falling very, very quickly right now. And it's actually pretty good. If you are, you know, somebody that's wanting to get into the game right now, the cost of these cards is dropping at an alarmingly quick rate, and that's excellent. I repeat, that's amazing. You can pick up things that you normally wouldn't be able to pick up. And even these anti-spells, These are still 12 to 13 bucks, but I mean, you have a market price sitting on these at $16. I still like these secret rares in comparison to some of the other versions that we have going for this, but it looks like, yeah, the cheap anti-spell fragrances that existed, I think I missed the window on that. But man, somebody actually sold one for $26. That's so wild. Vanquish Soul. Hey, you can finally get rosins for $91. You know, they're still not underneath $80 like so many people beforehand predicted, but it's okay. I mean, it'll continue to drop, right? If Borgers have fallen from a market price at $73 down to $59, then we can continue to see this deck go lower. Yes, look, 62, 65 on the follow-up. Kaiser Varius at 49. Rosins at 17s for Ultras. Yeah, whew, those keep going. $12 on these. The Heavy Borgers at the $13 mark. And Kaiser Varius is at a nice $2. Wow. How the mighty have fallen, man. Like, this is hilarious to see. I mean, once again, if you're looking to pick this deck up, I mean, Rosin's the most expensive card. And then, I mean, you follow it up like Dr. Madlove and then Borger. But compared to what we saw in presale prices, excellent. And, of course, on the follow-up, the anti-spell fragrance, beautiful, good stuff. This is beautiful. They $45. You know, it's not the Rivalry collector's rare that we saw so long ago, but the fact that these cards are available on the market in what I would consider better available numbers, I'm not complaining about this. This is actually, I'm glad to see that these have dipped down. I think me and a lot of other people were worried that we would see this card head up to those Rivalry numbers, but it looks like we are maintaining good stuff. Now there's this thing. This has nothing to do with Worlds. Not a thing. It would appear that Synchro players have started doing things, and that's not a bad thing. I actually think it's quite a good thing here, but when you got 41 listings of a secret rare from Dawn of Majesty. Now, hear me out for a sec. Maybe things are a little bit weird out here. Maybe these are jumping. You do start to head on up to the $7 to $8 range here. So yes, we do have movements in our dear friend, the Shooting Majestic Star Dragon. Good news, though, the more expensive version, the Starlight, we still have 22 listings sitting on these. Had you bought, the cheap versions were sitting on the market for, what was it, $80, $90 quite some time ago, you would have actually got the win here. Now, I pulled up Bai here because I wanted to showcase some of the goods out of Worlds this year and talk about, the things that are floating around on the secondary market. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you here is the Worlds sleeves, these reds and these blues. I believe the reds were slightly more expensive in terms of collectability. I'm not a fan of either of these. I know the people do want to see these, but the more interesting things out here are the matte dual sets here. Both sets have been floating around out here for $150, $130 actually, which has not been too bad. I'm actually very, very happy with that. And then, of course, the participation cards, or I got to go see Worlds, the Dark Magician and the Magic Cylinder here. This sits for $700, and then I see that we have a cheap set down here for $567. Very, very interesting just to kind of see where these have been going here. I'll pull up the little box set here for this because this actually looks incredibly nice. Yeah, the World Championship goods out here. I think that the little bundle thing that they have here for the collector side of things, I think is actually really, really cool. But man, oh man, this set of things, the little show-up cards, I think those are going to drop relatively quickly, actually. So we'll have to wait and see. And also, prize cards, or the collectability of these amazing cards. I saw this earlier today. I don't have any context for it or what it is, but I believe this was the Rush Duel prize card for the year for the Blue Eyes. This thing is absolutely crazily gorgeous. Good stuff. That's what I like to see. So that's all I have for today's market. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.